Hello and welcome, Capricorn. My name's Dina. This is Impressive Warrior, and we are going to do a quick reading for you, see what's going on with some oracle cards, and then we'll get into the Art of War Tao Te Ching mixed deck and see if we can get you some advice to handle your situation. So, as some of you may already know from being on the channel, I don't normally do the zodiac readings. Most of the energy goes towards the daily Dharma. So check those out. They're timeless readings and other recordings that are on the channel page. So let's see, what is it for Capricorn at the time of this eclipse? Or excuse me, we just had the eclipses. I meant to say equinox. So you may have had something significant happen at the time of the eclipses. And now we're at the Libra equinox. Shedding the old, 38. There's a change coming your way, or I suspect is underway already. Cultivate a sense of adventure so you will be able to see these new prospects as they arrive. Interesting. So there may be the urge to kind of cling to something else. Under the deck, we have gliding through the currents, or to just drift with something. With a different approach, you'll glide through a situation with grace and ease. Going inward and bringing your understanding, perspective, or behavior into flow will help your dreams to take flight. So yeah, the quicker we can let go of what doesn't serve us, the faster we can flow with what's coming in. Help is appearing in various ways. This one has shown up for two of our other readings already today. It was Leo and Sagittarius. So you're the third one here. It says there's much support for you. Sometimes you might get adrift, so you forget to look to the support systems that are with you continually. And I'm seeing setting up parameters and amble with contentment. So I think that you're trying to set up some limits or some parameters, literally here with like, let's say creating a budget for yourself would be an easy example, or setting up limits within relationships or with your boss, even like, okay, I deserve to have my balanced life and it's interfering with my home life, so I'm going to shut my phone off. I'm not going to answer calls from the office after such and such time of night or something like that. And setting up those parameters can help you to live a life of more ease. Like setting up the budget creates money set aside for those unexpected expenditures, or for the vacation that you want to take, for instance. In war, the victorious strategist only seeks battle after the victory has been won, whereas he who is destined to defeat first fights, then afterward looks for victory. So it looks like you're getting out of some type of a combative situation where people just wanted to fight even when they agreed. It's like, have you ever been with people, around people like that? Clearly, it's your reading, right? 77. As it acts in the world, the Tao is like the bending of a bow. The top is bent downward, the bottom is bent up. It adjusts excess and deficiency so that there's perfect balance. It takes from what is too much and gives to what isn't enough. Those who try to control, who use force to protect their power, go against the direction of the Tao. They take from those who don't have enough and give to those who have far too much already. The master can keep giving because there's no end to her wealth. She acts without expectation, succeeds without taking credit, and doesn't think that she's better than anyone else. So I'm kind of getting the impression that your limitations are very realistic, and it seems like people are it seems like a workplace dynamic, especially with this example that's coming to mind. It's like the workhorse in the office often gets saddled with the most problematic accounts because they know you're going to take care of it and not screw it up. Or they give you the needy customers. They give you the things that need extra detailed fine-tooth comb to go over the details because they know that you'll handle it and do it well. And then there's other people in the office who don't do a good job, and they're constantly perhaps taking things off of their plate because they're not handling it, and then handing it off to somebody who's already overwhelmed. And if you're in a situation like that, it's definitely time to set those parameters and to demand some recompense for that so that you can amble through your day with contentment the way that the coat tailors and the producers, under deliverers are doing. It's like you don't want to have the easy path. You like hard work. You've never been afraid of hard work, but you deserve to not be weighed down unnecessarily. And so it looks like you're going to go in and you may be needing to um, ask for a raise or set a limitation or say, I've been doing the work of the manager for X amount of months here and you haven't replaced the position. And they're like, oh, well, that's because you're doing such a good job. We've decided not to have a manager anymore. Then your role would be to say, well, it looks like you've already got a manager, but you don't think that you have to pay them for it. So would you rather replace the position with somebody completely new? Or would you rather give me the position? Or fill in the blank with your third option. It's like we don't have to be nasty about it, but there's a lot of workplace dynamics that are coming to mind, and it can happen in so many things, like the group work that we used to do in school. It's like there was always somebody who did more, and there were the ones that just kind of got by doing nothing, and they seemed to get the same grade as everyone else, right? Sun Tzu says he wins his battles by making no mistakes. Making no mistakes is what establishes the certainty of victory, for it means conquering an enemy that has already been defeated. So there's some type of uh, preliminary something that you're setting up. Like, if they gave you all these big accounts, you could perhaps be set up in a way where you are literally indispensable, whether they recognize it or not. But because they're counting on you not knowing that, they keep pushing things towards you, so to speak, if that's your example. But here it's like that they need you. So they're already defeated. They need that position, right? So aim high. We might all make mistakes here and there, but it's important to set out with the idea of perfection in mind, to aim high, and then you'll achieve more. And having that plan in place too gives you a lot of credibility. Sometimes you'll reach perfection, but the moment of triumph is fleeting and soon gone. However, the memory of it will motivate you to want it again. Mistakes are simply ongoing tuition through which we learn excellence. So, yeah, it looks like uh, so there may also be something that you did screw up. Let's say because you have too many things on your plate, and there's this need to, okay, well, if you need me to take on these 10 high maintenance accounts, then you need to take 20 of them that are super easy and give them to somebody else who can handle the work of the baby level. Sun Tzu says there's no instance of a country having benefited from prolonged warfare. So there's something that's been going on, and it looks like you're ready to just get rid of that because, you're setting up limits with that and shedding the old. And there's a big change coming in. It says keep your fights short. So it's like coming to the table to negotiate, knowing what you need in advance, giving them very clear ideas about how to do that. Your objective shouldn't be to win or it should be to win the war. not just to keep winning a bunch of small battles day in and day out. So again, if you're overwhelmed, it's like you might be concentrating on, well, as long as I do a great job overall, but if you have too much to do, then little things slip between the cracks, and that's not a job that you can write your name on and feel prideful about, because it's not equal in some way, right? So not keep winning those small battles. It's great advice for couples and the workplace. Say your piece politely and with respect. Listen to theirs in the same manner, and then move towards peace. Don't pretend like like things aren't happening, or like the argument didn't come up. Deal with it then and there so that you can leave it behind you. Right. So, of course, we're using the workplace dynamics, but this could equally be in a romantic relationship, right? To set up limits with people so that you can both enjoy life, and to shed the old arguments, the old ways of being, and evolve as a couple to aim towards the higher standards. Right, because somebody's giving attention where it doesn't belong and keeping it in the other direction. It's just it's not right. And it says get your timing right. Timing's critical in war, business, sports, and our relationships with others. Deciding on your strategy and your plan is essential, but it's only as good as it is appropriate for the situation. Don't rush in like a bull in a china shop. Wait, and when the time is right, don't hesitate, because yeah, it's there. Offer your foe a golden bridge. A disagreement can turn nasty in the blink of an eye. Offering a golden bridge to the opponent to retreat over, even if it's sending them a message asking to talk, it can start that healing process. Defeat can be humiliating. Retreating over this bridge helps them to avoid the humiliation and can motivate them to reconnect with you. So even in the workplace or whatever, it can be a lot more admirable to offer them some ways to remedy the situation, give suggestions, know what works for you and what doesn't work for you, right? So I hope that that helps you. It's a little longer than I anticipated, and check out some of the other readings while we're waiting for the next round of zodiac signs. And take good care of you, Kat. Bye.